Musa as a car on this hump day. Welcome to the Hooptie Lectures. This is your host, Musa as a car. Y'all already know. Hit that like button. Share this motherfucker. And subscribe to that notification bell. Be notified every time I drop any type of content. Yeah. On the way to the plantation. Gotta get it in. One of my streams of income. And listen to my man, Dr. Boyce Watkins, man. He got me looking at money at it like a tool, you know what I'm saying? It ain't all about the spend. It's all about trying to build an empire. A straight up empire. Yeah. Welcome to the Hooptie Lectures, everybody. It is hump day. If you got a church's chicken out your way somewhere, you already know they got that 8-piece for $5.99. 8-piece, $5.99. Of course, you can get you some hot sauce and some honey with that. Man, we got a lot to talk about, man. What's been going on? What's been going on in the world so far? We're gonna talk about your boy and his opinion about Hollywood, which as us black people, we already know how Hollywood get down. Trevor Noah, excuse me. Y'all know Trevor Noah. He slammed Hollywood over Oscar nomination. He holla out predictable. Only black actor nominated for playing a slave. Shit, brother. That seems like that's all we are, slaves, when it comes to nominations and movies. Can't be anything positive or anything fantasy, no sci-fi, no nothing. It's gotta be straight up memorism. I'm gonna leave a link in the description box on this, man. And yo, this came out from the Daily Beast. The best, most meme-worthy development during the Oscars nominations. Announces Monday morning came from none other than Issa Rae, who is, after reading all the male first list, best directors, nominees, quipped. Congratulations to those men. Wow, you know what I'm saying? Oh girl, she get acknowledgement and all that, but it's for playing a slave, playing almost a sci-fi. I want to say, you can say sci-fi because they made up a being, a human being that's made up of DNA tissue. Yes, I can put sci-fi in there. Some fantasy about a black man going hunting her down, her falling in love with a master, but she get a nominee and then win shit for it though. That's a hard hitter, man. That's a hard hitter. I mean, Oprah Winfrey used to do nothing but, you know, she like doing them old slavery movies, you know, like, not knocking the Color Purple, but, you know, Color the Purple, Tulsa, and I'm sure there's many more, I just can't think of them right now, but that's what she like, that type of shit. And you know, us as being the original people, and I would take black, because black create all colors, and that's what we did. So I take that. But a lot of brothers and sisters are ashamed of being black. You know, Hard hitter. But I'm going to leave a link in the description box where Trevor Noah slams. He slams the Oscars. And I think black people need to get out the goddamn Oscars. What y'all think? I think so. But we gonna go to this as soon as I get it lined up. Let me see here. I went on my timeline this morning. That might be old. Here we go. Oh yeah, the Houston Astros. The Houston Astros, y'all. Did y'all see them motherfuckers get caught cheating? I'm gonna play some ESPN audio. Stephen A. Smith giving his intake on in his opinion on the Houston Astros and what they should do with their consequences. I'm sure y'all heard where they got caught cheating. But I'm gonna play some of this audio. Y'all sit back, let me know what y'all think. Here we go.
Title.
Yes, they should. The title is illegitimate. I would encourage everybody in America to go to the Los Angeles Times and read Bill Plaschke, the great Bill Plaschke's column in today's Los Angeles Times. He is absolutely positively right on the money. They should be stripped of their World Series crown.
Now this is talking about the Houston Astros. The Houston Astros did this. God damn.
Was right, Mr. Crane was right, rather, to fire Hinch and Lunau. How do you pronounce his name? Lunau?
Lunau, I think, yeah.
The general manager. He was right to fire them both, and it shouldn't stop there. Allow me to explain, Max. Tipping signs is one thing. Installing technology to steal it is a different level. It's premeditation. Now, yesterday on my radio show, when I heard that Major League Baseball suspended Hinch and Lunau, I was like, oh, please. You know, you've been stealing signs. I mean, there's always nonsense going on in the sport of baseball. It's complete overreaction. And the fact that they announced it at 3 o'clock in the afternoon before the national championship game, you were hoping it would fly under the rug. That was my initial thinking.
I thought the same thing, too, because I got the notification on my phone concerning the matter. And, you know, the article kept on being edited every so-called 45 or an hour to it. So it was some serious shit.
But I didn't know all of these details. You know, you got a camera coming out of center field, that, you know, the center field feed, where you can literally see the field and what have you, and then you've got literally a screen at the dugout, and then you're banging on a garbage can to tip players off. Excuse me, you know what that means? That means the manager was aware of it. That means the bench coach was probably aware of it. The players certainly were aware of it.
And yo, I've seen a lot of players who went against the opposition when they played Houston. They said they want their stats edited. I mean, goddamn, boy, this is some hard shit.
They were in on it because they obviously knew what the hell was being tipped off. I totally agree with Bill Plaschke. You know, 18, we're talking about Kershaw here, Brandon Morrow here, Yu Darvish. I was at game 6 and 7 of that World Series with my boy Jeff Brown. We were sitting in the stands, and I'm sitting there going like this, what? All of a sudden, this man can't get anybody out? What the hell's going on here? Okay. Before that, in Houston, you're talking about 18 runs, 26 hits, 6 home runs surrendered by a Dodgers squad, a rotation that was considered ripe with aces. And suddenly, you know what? They can't get anybody out. It made absolutely no sense whatsoever. But now we learn this. And so for me, it is completely apropos that the manager and the GM was fired. I wouldn't have a problem, Max, if the Red Sox turned around and fired Alex Cora. Why? Because he was the bench coach in Houston. Then next year, he was in Boston. Not only did they win the World Series, but there was an investigation going on in regards to some cheating involving the Boston Red Sox.
Boy, that's some hard shit. And I'm a Yankee fan, so I really feel some type of way. I mean, it is what it is. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button, hit that like button. I'm bringing you that fire. I'm bringing you that heat. Early in the morning. Early in the morning. Headed to that plantation.
Carlos Beltran was also on that Astro squad. If I remember correctly, he's the new manager for the New York Mets. We don't know what role he played, but if I'm the New York Mets, I would definitely have a zero tolerance policy implemented immediately where he is concerned. This is cheap. There is no question. Now, I'm the person that's sitting there with the Patriots like Max. I'm like, oh, please, do you have any evidence?
Right.
Do you have any proof?
Yeah.
Do you know definitively that Bill Belichick? Oh, no. That's not the same here, ladies and gentlemen. Major League Baseball says, oh, yes, there is proof. We have the evidence.
Woo! That is some heat. That is some heat. That is some heat. Good God Almighty. I mean, you know, the Dodgers, like I said, the Dodgers had a good team. They had a lovely team. They couldn't get over the hump, especially losing at home by one run. Oh, God. Oh, that's a hard hitter, ladies and gentlemen. Hard hitter. Like this video, y'all. Share and subscribe. Share and subscribe.
This is you, and this is
Share and subscribe. I know y'all heard about it. What was that, about like almost 2 weeks ago? Lil Wayne got into some bullshit about the feds. I got some audio from the Hip Hop News Uncensored. And man, they got that fire. And it's about Lil Wayne, you know, coming clean on this shit. So sit back and take this audio and let me know what you think about it. It's a hard hitter, ladies and gentlemen.
I would just start with Lil Wayne, then I'll let you go into the story you have about him. Pretty much, we talked about this on a podcast 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne was coming into Opelika Airport in Miami. Pretty much, the feds and the local police was tipped off that he may have drugs on board. Now, when he landed, the feds came, they got him and everything. They found a gun, they found some painkillers, heroin, marijuana, a boatload of other things, I guess, and $26,000 in cash. Well, they're saying right now, man,
I know if it would have been me, that'd have been my ass. That'd have been my ass. Fuck yeah.
Wayne admitted to owning the gun on the jet, and he said that it was a Father's Day gift. Now, the problem is here that Lil Wayne, as we know, is a convicted felon, is not supposed to have a firearm, and they're saying that he admitted it. They're also going on to say that when they came on board of the plane and they, landed.
Man, you know, I'm on a small scale of life, and I know the little money that I get, I try to maintain a low visibility. You know, I want to be up under the radar. Man, but I guess if you're making so much money, you're making millions in your lifetime, you feel like you're invincible. But them folks can come and get you, man. Them folks can come and get you. Real talk. Real talk. At any time, any place. If you got a cell phone, they got you. They got me. It is what it is.
He was visibly intoxicated, stumbling, slurring his words, and things like that. So what are your thoughts on this going down? They're saying that the authorities are saying Lil Wayne pretty much admitted that was his gun, but there's no charges yet. What's your thoughts on this?
I hope there's no charges, but I mean, when you look at everything, you'd be surprised if there weren't charges. But like I said, let me go and say I hope there isn't charges. Right. We did stories individually during the weekend on Hip Hop News and Sensitive Hour, Hip Hop News about Trick Daddy getting caught up in a little bit of drama, and a lot of people ran with the drama, and then Snoop said what he said. I dropped a video and I'm getting some positive feedback about it, just the negative connotation we give to a lot of our artists. Now, this isn't positive at all, but we gotta, like I said yesterday, report the news. It isn't always positive and always pretty. We try to steer the most positive light we can on it, but it is what it is. And the situation of Lil Wayne falling into this situation it isn't easy to kind of give this kind of news because you're looking at a rapper that's one of the greatest rappers of all time going through some hard times. Now, he may be happy at heart, he may be great, but he has some issues, some dependency issues that need to be addressed.
And he right about that, man. That dependency thing, it's a motherfucker, man. Cause me, you know, I used to be on a Lazapram, which is Xanax. And you know, when you're accustomed to taking them for a long time, it has its effect on the individual. And most people like to be hang on to it so they can seem like they're doing normal. They don't want to go through the purging process. And to let you know, man, from a former user, that shit will really change you. It will, man. That's why I encourage all these rappers. If you have, the green should be as much as you need. The green, that's it. Pop some sleepy time tea if you want to get you some rest. Exercise and diet. But other than that, man, leave that other shit alone. Leave that shit alone. You know, it's nothing like having a natural nap. A good 30 or 40 minutes, hell, an hour nap. Naturally, man, your body will feel rejuvenated. Hey, hit this like button, y'all. Hit this like button. I'm bringing that real. Bringing that real talk.
Before worse things happen. And I say that just to be, you know what I mean, as polite as I can be. You know what I mean? And it's coming to a point where he probably admitted that because he wasn't in his right state of mind, because nobody in their right state of mind would admit to the feds that they got a gun as a convicted felon, or anybody in their circle. If you have a gun and you're a convicted felon and I'm anywhere near you, you ain't taking the heat from it. You can't have it.
Well, the picture that they're painting is pretty much like he was like crazy, like out of his mind, drunk, high, whatever. And he was kind of just saying, yeah, when he found it on there, yeah, this is Father's Day gift. Like, it's out of his mind high.
Let me ask you a question. Could a lawyer take that and go, he wasn't in his right mind even answering these questions?
Hell, you ain't supposed to have it. I mean, I don't give a damn about that. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's other things that they could probably, you know, they may be able to, maybe they could say it was somebody else's gun, or I think it was one or two other people with them. They could take the charge, but I don't think so. Nah.
Could they chalk it up to him having a dependency issue at all? Just even to be acting in the manner in which he's acting. It's not a dude that's out here distributing narcotics. This is a man that has a problem. Rehab, maybe something like that, over some jail time. If it got to that point, could a lawyer play that card?
I mean, the feds came in. You know, he hasn't been charged yet, so. You know, nothing really to say yet, but you know, yeah, the guy got a chance. I mean, T.I. got away. Remember, he had like, you know, how many pistols he had? He got caught with, and he only got 1 year. So T.I. could do it. Weezy could do it.
I think Weezy. I mean, you know, it seems like, I mean, it seems like every week there's something happened that we get thrown under the rug like it never happened. Maybe this will happen with Weezy. Like, I honestly wasn't hearing too much until he admitted to having a gun.
Thank you.
And then all of a sudden it came back up, but maybe it gets thrown under the rug, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you know, hopefully he don't get charged, because it ain't gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, last time I think it was New York. He got caught with a pistol. He had to do like a year and a day or something.
Yeah, it's about 3:34. Headed to Murfreesboro, passing exit 81B. I just seen the police at a set of apartments, man. I hope everything is okay over there. But yeah, man, if you're not going through a situation like Lil Wayne, count your blessings. Just count your blessings. And I advise all black men, get an hour of exercise a day. Get you some cardio going today, man. Get your heart rate up. Get it going good. You know, if you got them negative vitamins or them negative drugs in your system, get that shit out. Pump it out. Pump it out. That's because I love you, black man and black woman. I care about you all. I really do. But yeah, well, with that being said, everybody, man, I'm headed to the slaver. That's Captain Tazari, I would say. And I want y'all to like this video. Thank you for tuning into the Hooptie Lectures. You know, hell, I might play what I heard going to bed. peace or some knowledge that I may hear going to bed. May just throw that shit on out to America. Some people might not be getting it, but I'm gonna spread it to somebody. Feel me? That's it, ladies and gentlemen. I want y'all to form Voltron. If you got a brother and sister work with you, let them know the struggles are real. The struggle is real. And you got their back like a sumo. Peace and a ball of Hagrid.